Hello from Mindset Daily, wishing you a day full of health, peace, and happiness. Thank you for watching the Mindset Daily channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. Thank you so much.
Have you ever wondered why some people rise above challenges while others remain stuck in the same cycle? What if the secret wasn't talent, luck, or circumstances, but something far more personal? And what if the most powerful voice shaping your destiny has been with you all along, waiting for you to notice? I've traveled this country for years, speaking to millions of people, and I've discovered one universal truth. The words you speak to yourself are the most important words you'll ever hear. They matter even more than what your teachers, parents, or boss once told you. Why? Because your own words become the foundation upon which everything else is built, the true power of your inner dialogue. So let me ask you this. When you woke up this morning, what did you say to yourself? Was it, "Oh no, another day"? Or was it, "Thank goodness, another opportunity"? The difference may seem small, but it's profound. One leads to drudgery, the other to possibility. Yet most people are unconscious of this dialogue. They let it run on autopilot, programmed long ago by circumstances, failures, or other people's opinions. Isn't it interesting? The most important conversation of your life is the one you have with yourself, and most people aren't even active participants in it. What fascinates me is this. Changing your life doesn't require moving mountains, extraordinary talent, or incredible luck. It begins with something simple yet profoundly powerful: speaking blessings upon yourself. But what are blessings? They are words of truth, of possibility, of a future harvest. They are words you speak with the same care, forethought, and love you'd use when speaking to someone you deeply cherish. In ancient times, a blessing wasn't a nice sentiment. It was a force released to find its target and produce results. They knew what we often forget: words carry creative power. I'm not talking mysticism, but the real psychological and neurological impact your words have on your mindset, emotions, decisions, and actions. When you speak blessings upon yourself, you're literally rewiring your brain, forming new neural pathways. Neuroscience now confirms what the wise have said for centuries. Your brain physically changes based on the thoughts you repeat. Let me share a concept that reshaped my perspective: the marketplace of ideas. Your mind is a market. Ideas are the goods. Some strengthen you, others weaken you. Some expand your future, others limit it. And here's the key: you're the buyer. You choose which ideas to purchase, which words to believe, which blessings or curses to accept. Most people aren't selective shoppers. Someone says, "You can't do that," they buy it. Fear whispers, "You're not good enough," they buy it. The news sells scarcity, they buy that too. Then they wonder why their mental shelves are stocked with products that make them weak, not strong. Starting today, become a discerning shopper. Inspect every thought, every word. Is this a blessing I want to buy? Will it expand my life or contract it? Now consider a fundamental law: sowing and reaping. As old as agriculture and as reliable as the seasons, what you plant is what you harvest. No farmer plants corn and expects wheat. Nature doesn't work that way, and neither does life. Your words are seeds. Let that sink in. Every word you speak to yourself is a seed in the fertile soil of your mind, and it will grow. Plant doubt: "I'm not sure I can do this," and you'll harvest hesitation and missed chances. Plant criticism: "I never get it right," and you'll reap discouragement and defeat. But plant blessings: "I am capable of remarkable growth," and you'll gather confidence and achievement. What crop do you want? You might say, "Jim, I've spoken negatively to myself for decades." Those patterns are deep. True, but remember what a tiny apple seed can do. Given time, it breaks concrete. The blessings you speak today have the power to crack even the hardest habits of negative thinking. Now, let's get practical. I've studied extraordinary lives for decades, and I keep seeing 4 kinds of self-blessing. Start here. First, blessings of identity. Speak about who you are, not just what you do. Most people define themselves by performance, possessions, or other people's perceptions. That's shaky ground. Performances fluctuate, possessions come and go, and opinions change like the weather. Instead, affirm your inherent value, your unique design, and your capacity to grow and contribute. Say, "I am a person of value regardless of my performance. I am uniquely equipped to make a contribution no one else can make. I am growing and evolving every day." I am resilient in the face of challenges. These aren't empty lines. They're truths you choose to bring to the forefront of your consciousness. As you consistently speak blessings upon yourself, you begin to live from inherent worth rather than earned value. And that changes everything. How you show up in relationships, how you approach, how you face challenges, and even failures flows from identity. Take my friend Robert. He grew up hearing he was slow, and for years he repeated those curses. I'm not smart enough. I'm not quick enough. His life matched those words. Dead-end jobs, unrealized potential, a constant sense of being behind. Then he learned to speak blessings of identity. Hesitantly at first, he said, I am intelligent in my own way. I process information differently, and that gives me perspectives others miss. Within a year, he named his strengths, enrolled in courses that fit them, and launched a consulting business built on his methodical, thorough problem solving. Today he commands rates that once seemed impossible, because he changed the blessings he spoke over who he is. Second, blessings of possibility. These are words that expand what you believe is achievable. Isn't it striking how creative most people are at imagining what could go wrong, yet how limited they are at picturing what could go right? They can spin 50 failure scenarios, but struggle to see one path to extraordinary success. Speaking blessings of possibility flips that script. Say, I'm open to levels of success I haven't imagined. Opportunities are emerging in my life. I have untapped reservoirs of creativity and problem solving. My future holds possibilities that would amaze me if I saw them now. As you consistently speak blessings upon yourself like this, you train your reticular activating system, the brain's filter, to notice opportunities it used to screen out. I remember speaking to a group in Dallas. Afterward, a woman named Sarah told me she'd been stuck in the same administrative job for 12 years. Not because she lacked ability, but she wasn't stuck from lack of ability, but from lack of vision. She began speaking blessings of possibility daily. Within 3 months, she noticed an advancement opportunity that had been there all along. She applied, got the role, and was promoted twice more. Were the opportunities new, or did her expanded vision finally see them? They were always there. What changed was her capacity to recognize them. Third, blessings of abundance. These words counter the scarcity mindset that plagues our culture. Look around. We live in extraordinary abundance. Opportunities, resources, possibilities. Yet many think, not enough time, not enough money, not enough chances. That scarcity lens is like dark glasses that block the light of abundance. Speaking blessings of abundance removes those glasses. Say, I live in a world of abundance and opportunity. There is more than enough time for what truly matters. Resources flow to valuable solutions, and I am creating value. Every day brings new abundance into my life. To be clear, this isn't denial of reality or limits. It's widening your awareness to include abundance alongside constraints. As you speak blessings of abundance, you notice overlooked resources, get more creative with what you have, and develop an investor's mindset rather. Shift from a consumer's mindset to an investor's. I met Michael, a young man who wanted to start a business but believed he needed $50,000 and only had $5,000. I challenged him to speak blessings of abundance for a month. Skeptical, he tried, and his thinking changed. He stopped asking, how can I get $50,000? And started asking, what can I build with $5,000 that can grow? That new question led to a leaner model with higher margins. 5 years later, his company is worth over $1 million. Not because money appeared, but because his perspective moved from scarcity to abundance. Fourth, blessings of growth. These words reinforce your capacity to learn, adapt, and evolve. Many people curse their potential. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm not good with tech. I've always been this way. Those lines build ceilings. Instead say, I'm constantly learning and evolving. Every challenge makes me stronger. My capacity for growth is unlimited. I embrace change as a chance to develop new strengths. Consistently speaking these blessings cultivates what Stanford's Carol Dweck calls a growth mindset. The belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Consider Patricia. In her 50s, when her industry transformed, many peers retired early. They'd been cursing their ability to grow. I'm too old for this. You can't keep up with tech. Patricia chose different words. I am fully capable of learning these new systems. My experience plus new skills will make me more valuable. Was it easy? No. Did she feel overwhelmed at times? Absolutely. But those blessings fueled her resilience through the learning curve. Today, at 63, she's a sought-after consultant commanding fees her younger self couldn't imagine. The practice of blessing. Now, speaking blessings isn't. This isn't about saying the right words once or twice. It's a practice, a discipline of blessing. Start with morning blessings. Before you check your phone or turn on the news, before the world tells you who you are, speak truth to yourself. Write specific blessings in each of the 4 categories and read them aloud every morning. There's power in hearing your own voice. It may feel awkward or forced at first. Do it anyway. That discomfort is old patterns resisting change. Push through it. Repetition dissolves the awkwardness. Don't stop at morning. Throughout the day, counter negative thoughts with blessings. Facing a challenge? Speak a blessing of growth. This challenge is developing new strengths in me. Short on resources? Bless abundance. I have exactly what I need for the next step. Made a mistake? Bless identity. I am separate from my performance. I can learn and grow. Feeling stuck? Bless possibility. New opportunities are emerging, even if I can't see them yet. Make it a game. Catch negative self-talk quickly and replace it. With practice, the gap shrinks until blessing becomes your default response. End with evening reflection. Review the blessings that proved most true or helpful. Which one changed your experience today? How did speaking differently create different results? This turns speaking blessings from a mechanical routine into a dynamic, evolving practice, one that becomes increasingly personalized. You will meet resistance when you start speaking blessings. From where? 3 places. First, internal resistance. Part of you will push back. This is silly. Who am I kidding? I don't believe this. That's normal. Old neural pathways don't dissolve overnight. But here's the key. You don't have to fully believe the blessings at first for them to work. Speaking them, even with doubt, begins forming new pathways. Like walking a track through tall grass. At first it springs back, but with repetition a clear path appears. Your brain works the same way. Second, external resistance. Some people prefer the old you with familiar limits. Your growth can unsettle them, reflecting their own stagnation. They might say, "Who do you think you are?" Or "You're getting too big for your britches." These are curses dressed as concern. Remember, their words have only the power you grant them. Choose different purchases in the marketplace of ideas, and sometimes create distance while you strengthen new patterns. Third, cultural resistance. Our culture often rewards complaint and cynicism, while penalizing optimism and self-confidence. Complainers are called realistic, and positive voices naive. That creates pressure to bond over shared grievances instead of shared possibilities. See it for what it is, a cultural pattern, not truth. Choose consciously which messages you'll internalize, and which. As you learn to bless yourself, you'll naturally begin blessing others. The way you talk to yourself becomes the way you talk to everyone. If you're harsh and critical inwardly, you'll be harsh and critical outwardly, no matter how well you try to hide it. But if you speak blessings over yourself, those blessings extend to others, creating an upward spiral. You speak life into their potential. They start to recognize yours, and the atmosphere shifts from criticism and limits to encouragement and possibility. I've seen families transform when one person adopts this practice. I've seen workplace cultures change when a leader chooses blessings over curses. The ripple reaches far beyond your life. What results can you expect if you commit to this? From my experience, and the thousands I've taught, there's a pattern. Phase 1, awareness, days 1 to 10. You become keenly aware of your current self-talk, often shocked by how negative it is. That awareness alone is transformative. You can't change what you don't notice. During this time, blessings may feel mechanical or inauthentic. That's fine. You're laying the groundwork. Phase 2, interruption, days 11 to 30. You get faster at catching negative self-talk and replacing it with blessings. The gap shrinks. You notice small shifts in how you feel and how you face challenges. The blessings may still feel like a garment that doesn't quite fit, but you'll have moments when they feel. Phase 3, integration, days 31 to 90. Blessings start to feel natural. You find yourself thinking in blessings without forcing it. Your emotional baseline shifts. You're more resilient after setbacks, more creative with problems, more confident in your inherent value. Others notice something different, even if they can't name it. Phase 4, Transformation, day 91 plus. Speaking blessings becomes your default. The old negative self-talk still appears, but it's the exception. You make different decisions, not by sheer willpower, but from a transformed view of who you are and what's possible. Opportunities that were always there come into focus. Relationships improve as your inner language reshapes how you speak to others. Most importantly, you develop an unshakable core that weathers life's storms without being defined by them. A challenge and a promise. Commit to speaking blessings daily for 90 days, consistently, not sporadically. Write specific blessings in all 4 categories. Say them aloud each morning, reinforce them throughout the day, and reflect each evening. Do it when you don't feel like it, especially then. What will happen? If you stay consistent for 90 days, your life will change in ways you can't yet imagine. Not because the words are magical, but because you'll have rewired your brain to perceive new possibilities, notice new opportunities, and make different decisions. I've witnessed this transformation across countless lives and circumstances. From the young to the old, from the advantaged to those facing adversity, the common denominator is this. They decided to change the words they spoke to themselves and stayed with it long enough to be changed. Will you make that decision today? Will you have the courage to speak blessings when everything around you invites cursing? Will you keep the discipline when it feels uncomfortable and the wisdom to see your words are shaping the life you'll live tomorrow? I believe you will. More than that, I believe you already have everything you need to begin right now. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the universe has changed. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your life follows your thoughts, and your thoughts are shaped by your words. So begin today to speak blessings upon yourself. Begin today to lay the foundation for a transformed life. Begin today to harness the creative power of your words. And remember, you're not only changing your own experience, you're creating ripples for your family, colleagues, and community. That's the extraordinary power of speaking blessings. It transforms not just a life, but a world. Thank you. Wishing you good health and happiness. And remember to subscribe to my channel, Mindset Daily.